Hello and welcome along, everybody. How are we this Sunday evening? I hope you're all doing well. Do we have some people coming? We do. We've got a few people coming in on Twitch. We've got a few people coming in on YouTube as well. Welsh Lima, welcome along. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, sorry for the slightly late start. Mr. Bear FN, welcome along. Cole, welcome along. Those might be, you know, those are from the stream. Those are from the stream. It's awesome. So yeah, we're going to be doing some farming on Alma tonight. Not much else actually for me to talk about. I've been working on both the Virtual Farmer and the Farmers UK websites today. So I'm trying to get those. I'm actually making movement on both of those. And trying to sort out my server so I can actually host the things as well. So I've got that in progress. Oh, I've just been really tired in general today. Had the kids' birthday party yesterday. So it was just madness. So tired by the end of last night. Really tired for most of today. Yeah, just a little bit crazy in general. Right, hey H. Johnson, welcome along. I have Alma set up here, so let's get loaded into this. Oh. Who else have we got coming in here? We got anybody else coming in? Anybody else coming in on the vertical? Maybe on the vertical yet? Or not talking on the vertical. We've got no people watching on the vertical, which is quite cool. Hey, Sintered, welcome along. Madness app description for kids' birthday party. Yeah, we hired out a village hall and had 22 kids. Thankfully, we had a cracking DJ who, I mean, she was wonderful. She did a whole load of party games and things and was awesome. But yeah, it was tiring. And kudos to my wife. My wife did most of the organization for it, like 99% of the organization for it. And I just sort of helped out towards the end. She was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So yeah. Oh, right. I have loaded up. I don't think there shouldn't be any new content from previous. No, I think we're good. So I'll just load into the game. Hey Sodus, welcome along. I hope you're doing well. I'll be honest, I've been concerned. I hadn't heard anything from you in a while, and I've been thinking about you and hope you've been all right. So really pleased to see you in here. That's very cool. Start. Right, we got some big farming to do. I got a few bits and pieces on in really it's I am still working on my next series. I'm still working on what we're going to do with Saxingham. Doing good, awesome. I'm as I said, I'm very pleased to see you. I'm very pleased to hear you doing all right. That's very good news. That makes me very, very happy. Oh, that's a nice way to top off a long week. Let's see, what have we got in here? I think we should. Yeah, we moved on. We moved on to April. We have our own fields to get planted, and we're going to plant maize. And I think we decided we're going to plant cotton, didn't we? Or did we actually decide to stay with the original plan of soybeans? Hey, Berghouse23, welcome along. I can't remember what we said last time. We don't really have the money at the moment to harvest cotton, especially with the size of that cotton harvester and the amount of money that cotton harvester would. And that was it. We decided, I remember what we decided now, that we are going to do the soybeans this year, and then if we had the money, we'd do the other next year. Without, thank you for resubscribing for your 51st month. You are awesome. I'm beginning to think that indicator that I have on here is for new subs, not resubs, because I bet that does that say 2? I do know where to actually go and check on Stream Elements now. Stream Elements dashboard. Oh, I was looking through the Stream Elements sponsorships, and they're just not worth it anymore. You know, the last sponsorship we did, because I didn't stream it for 2 hours, they're not paying me anything for it. So, not worth it. They're just not worth it. Where Stream Tools, that was our overlays. Hit that. No. Session data, there we go. So yeah. 2 subscribers for the month. Right. Here we are. Oh yeah, it's raining like mad, but that's all right. There's nothing in the offers that we want, and it is just our fields. We have these 2 here. So we planted these. Well, these 2 here. How are we for weeds? So we've got a whole load of weeds that we need to deal with on field 8. We have all of this. Without, thank you for gifting. That wasn't me asking, but thank you very much for gifting 5 subs. You are awesome. That is G Mum 2, the Taxiland, FS Biggin, Ionara, and Mustachio Man. Welcome to the subscribers. If you received gifted sub without, let's give him that good chat because he's awesome. And it's kicked off a hype train on level 2 already. So thank you so much. And we are, yeah, we got these 2 fields to plant. So what we're planting, yeah, we can plant corn today, and we can plant oats, but I'm not going to plant oats. I'm going to plant soybeans. Oh yeah, because I can't do oats in the thing. So yeah, we're going to do corn and we're going to do soybeans. So we'll start getting those planted. And I think I'm going to have to get something to deal with these weeds. So big tractor is sitting outside in the rain with the other planter on it, which is what we want. And we want to switch it over to corn, right, which we're going to do in the smaller field. Hey Sheep Go Moo, welcome along. And then yeah, the next thing we've got to do after we've sorted these out is we're going to have to we'll go and get a weeder. Might get a big weeder. Evening King Scorpion, welcome along. I do not have any liquid fertilizer here, do I? Although we could afford to buy a liquid fertilizer tank at the moment. But I was saving my money, so I think we'll continue to save. We've got a spreader and everything that we can do more fertilizing with. And plus the fertilizer tank is expensive. Hey, Perfectly Imperfect Gamer, welcome along. I'm doing well, thank you. We'll fill this up with seeds. There we are. And we're not going to worry about the liquid fertilizer. And do I want to? I think these. Yeah, we're going to do the slightly smaller field. I think. No, I'm going to do the slightly bigger field. I think, with the corn. Because the smaller field was majority corn last year. So that should work better for us. Hey Wheels, welcome along. How you doing? Let's unfold this while we're going. Big Blue doing work. Oh yeah. No, I don't like that. That is not the angle I want to do this field at. We want to be... a bit more. That way. 20 degrees is what we want to do this at. Oh, really? I put it 20 degrees, yeah. And then okay that. Yeah, there we are. And then I want to work my way across from the other side of the field. Hype chest. What is in my hype chest? Ooh. Oh, I got a kitty emote. Oh, he's so cute. Got a kitty emote. Pumped waiting for the Highlands release with the fish farms. Yeah. I can't wait for that. It's gonna be awesome. Perfectly imperfect gamer. I'm so looking forward to that. And the map just looks absolutely cracking. And Casper Lindholm, welcome along. Drop it down to a 2. Nope, 3. Put us on that. And away we go. Should make fairly quick work of this field, I think. We want to lift. Nope. Down. How's the stream? How's the stream going? The stream's going well, thank you. We've just kicked things off. I am planting corn, which should work very well. We'll get when we finish this field today, we'll get the roller on here. And what we also want to look at is it's a weeder of some description. I could spray these fields, but I think I'm going to use a weeder. 170 horsepower. What's our small tractor? So our Nemesis is 220 horsepower, so we can actually do a decent sized weeder with that. 250, yeah, so it'd be the Einbock. Small Einbock. I did, okay, so I talked about this last time. I did apply to the Giants Cultivator program. I have not been selected at the moment to be a cultivator. So Durbdactyl, who was an ambassador with me, he has been selected as the English, specifically on the Giants website, He has been selected as the English cultivator, and then Farm Sim Guy has been selected as the Scottish cultivator. So yeah, evidently for what they're looking for at the moment, I don't fit the bill. I said this. Oh, thank you, Perfectly Imperfect Gamer. I am. Do you know what? I don't have a problem. I mean, FSG is a. It feels to me like. Well, this is the thing. It feels to me like Derp and an FSG are the British cultivators, but they've not listed it like that, so I don't know if FSG is looking at running events in England at all. And I'd put plans together. I did have plans for the kind of events I would have run in England, down this way, but evidently, obviously, those plans I'm not moving forwards with. Not at the moment. Not before I have Farm Sim UK off the ground. If I have Farm Sim UK off the ground and it becomes a good community site, then I will do something. But it won't be official. It won't be an official Giants thing. Which it would be as a cultivator. It'll be a something else off my own back kind of thing. Which is pity, because obviously without the backing, it's going to be more difficult to do. Matt, did you put Farm Sim? I'm actually really surprised. I don't know. I have mixed feelings, and I don't like airing these feelings. What's Farm Sim UK thing? So Farm Sim UK is a new website I am working on. It's partly a directory for mods. The idea being I want to create somewhere that is ethical. I want to create an ethical mod listing site. Farm Sim UK is partly going to be that. It's partly going to be a community hub, very much along the same sorts of lines as FS UK was before that disappeared. So I am currently working on the website. I will be hopefully having some stuff up there this month. Yeah, there's a lot of work to go, but I want to create something that is community driven, that hopefully get rid of those awful sites that just don't respect modders. Hey Thefisherj, welcome along. How you doing, my friend? And I've been talking about this site for a while, but I have started coding. I am sorting out my hosting, and I hope to at least start getting something running this month. We'll see what we can do. I've got this month with it being the school holidays, I actually find myself with more time, not less time. So but maybe next time we'll be lucky. From my experience, these kind of programs are very suspicious. Well, I was an ambassador on her own. Do you know what? I'm of two minds at the moment. I don't know. I've had a rocky few months with the situation with creators. Yeah. There's something a little off at the moment, which I haven't really talked about overly publicly. And I want to get a feel for things more. I'm in one of those situations at the moment where I feel like I've been working my butt off for a very long time, and it's having a different effect to the effect I would like. And as always happens in this kind of situation, I go, what do I have to change? So I think attendance at FarmCon was lower, but important thing here, Richard, it was a smaller venue. So it's very difficult to gauge if it was smaller because of the smaller venue or because of anything else. You run an event on the episode. Well, Perfectly Imperfect Gamer, we are, so a group of us creators are doing Llama in January. There is going to be a meetup in January at Llama, same as we did last year. So after one of the days on Llama, we will be doing a meetup in one of the hotels in Birmingham in January. Since release after, I mean, not in a good way, but hey, maybe. I don't think you're being paranoid. You are not the only one who has felt it. And ask any farm sim creator, their numbers have dropped. It's part of the reason why I say hopefully with the launch of the UK map, it would be great. January camp, awesome. Details will follow soon. The Giants cutting back on spending. Hang on, I've got someone knocking at my door. I'll be right back. The FSL, I think, is a different. Oh, I don't know. This is the trouble. So all I've got to go on is my feelings. Sorry, I have to. My daughter very much asking for extra time on her Switch, so I just need to unlock that for now. FSL, I don't know with the FSL. We say loss of the FSL. There's just no information on the FSL at all. It's... The trouble is, and the biggest worry I have at the moment, is we've had a lot of stuff released in the last 6 months that doesn't, to me, feel necessarily like it was ready to be released. And that's concerning to me. And stuff that didn't need to be released. So there's things like so there's things like the game had to hit its release date because from my understanding of the way things work with console releases and things in general, if you say you're going to release something at a certain point and then don't, I think there are consequences for that if you're releasing, say you're going to do this release date and then delay. I have a feeling that there are on console, that's the thing. So if you need to get it to a point where you can release it, then you release it to hit your date, and then, you know. The one that baffles me is precision farming. Precision farming did not feel like it was in a state where it could be released. I have only just started using it. And that, yes, there was a big push for it in the community, but did it need to be? Yeah. I was speaking, didn't think the game was ready to be released. Do I have FS25 Collector's Edition? Yes, I do. That's what my starting, that's what my key is. See, I can turn it off. And I can turn it back on. Oh. No, connect, please. And start it up again. And away we go. So Ace, yeah, this is the Hori Farm vehicle control system I'm using. My last FS you played was 19. It's your birthday today, Per Arvidsson. Congratulations, happy birthday. I got off my track. I missed a bit. There we go. Hey James, welcome along. Yeah, Nightbot doesn't like lots of emotes. Raffius, thank you for the follow, welcome along. Basically with nothing at all. Play on PC. Can I give you FS25? I cannot give you a copy of FS25. I do giveaways, though, and FS25 is one of the things on my giveaways. So, yeah, love Farm Sim. Farm Sim's awesome. Thefisherj is dropping me a scumbag. Where's GD? But yeah, I don't know what's going on with Farm Sim at the moment. It feels, something feels a little bit off, I will say. And there's a distinct feeling at the moment giveaway is on Twitch, that's very true. Yeah, I'm not going there. Because that just sounds entitled, and I'm not going to say that. What's my favorite farming simulator game? This one. FS25, for all its faults, is still my favorite game. General question from Andrei: is the word scumbag considered a swear word? If it is, I apologize. No, scumbag is not considered a swear word. It's considered, it's an insult. Do you know what, Richard? I do feel community around Farming Simulator. And the community guys work really, really hard. So I feel that connection is strong. I don't know about the support further up at the moment. That's my trouble. Why is that? That shouldn't be held. Allow. We allow the word scumbag around it. You're a real farmer? Awesome. Arvidsson? Yeah. something feels off. And I certainly, from my own experience right now as a partner, it feels very much like if you haven't got that gold badge, it's very difficult to get heard. Watch your streams. I start work at 3:30 a.m. I normally go to bed as you start. I mean, a great example of this for me this year was I've gone to FarmCon. So my first FarmCon was 2018, and my oh wow, I'm gonna get at the other end of the field. I'm gonna have to come back down. My first FarmCon was 2018, and I have been to, what, this year was my fifth? What, 2018, didn't do 19, didn't do 20, didn't do 21, 22, 20, no, didn't do 22, 23, 24, 25. So I've done, this was my fourth FarmCon, I think. And every FarmCon I've done so far, I've had access to a creators area. So somewhere where I can go and make videos and do stuff with all the other British creators. And this year, it was locked out to gold partners, which felt very much like a downgrade. I'll be honest, that's how I felt. It felt like a downgrade. It felt like something that something that I'd been able to do every year so far was locked out, if only if you'd sold an insane number of games, you know, a massive amount on your gold partner link. On your partnership link. And just to give an idea, I think there's roughly as many silver partners as there are gold partners. I don't know. It just can't help but feel abandoned. I don't know. It's yeah, and you have to maintain numbers. And if you're my worry about it is if all you're doing, and don't get me wrong, the gold partner guys, they are amazing. I hang out with a lot of the gold partners. I know so many of them personally. They're great friends. Do not have any issue with any of them. My thing very much is, how do you get the support as a partner to become bigger, especially if you're on the up? How do you get the support and the access to get bigger if you're shuttered out for those who've already made it? And it feels, and then the whole way the partner program works feels very much like it's all about how much you sell and know nothing about how much you support the game. There's nothing in there. So for example, somebody with 100,000, 200,000 subscribers who does a variety streamer could come along and they could play the game for a month, get a Giants partner link, sell a ton of copies, become a gold partner, and they would get all the access. And then somebody who plays farm sim every week, day in day out, who has a smaller following but is massively promoting the game all the time, will, doesn't. What's my favorite tractor? A David Brown 1210. So, yeah. And I don't think any of this is... unwarranted criticism, or it isn't constructive. I think constructively there's... Yeah. Hey, Shadow Fox, welcome along. I'm not gold, no. Kieran, nobody uses my link. This is the thing. I have done well to make it to silver partner. Nobody uses my link. Well, no, I don't say nobody, because obviously I've made silver partner, so some people use my link. But it does not get used anywhere near as much as my numbers would suggest it would. It's been one of those things. So I've spoken about this before. Let me just pull this up. We'll play a little guessing game, chat. We'll play a little guessing game. So I want you to guess how much my partner code was used to order stuff, considering we've just had an announcement for the Highlands. So we've just had the Highlands Fishing Year 1 expansion announced. I want you guys to put in the chat how many times A, my link has been used, and B, how many times the actual Highlands Fishing has been ordered using my link. So those are the two numbers I want. So give me the first number. The first number is how many times my partner link was used in the whole of July, and secondly, how many of those are Highlands Fishing expansions. Those are the two numbers I want you guys to guess. Hi, Sean, welcome along. So 30 and 10, 25 and 8, 15 and 3. Someone talked to me, bought the game using your link along with a season pass. They wouldn't. Oh, yeah. 87 and 28. This game is ridiculously expensive. I'd rather go to CD Keys or somewhere like that to get the key for cheaper. On her own, you can change the price. You can change which currency you order it in on the Giants website. 18, no. 5 and none. Also, July was FarmCon month as well. So July, FarmCon month, massive load of information about the DLC came out. Can't you be positive for me? I'll tell you what, Shadow Fox, I'd be a gold partner if that happened. To give you guys an idea, I am not a gold partner. If 153 copies of the year 1 bundle were bought using my code, I would be a gold partner. That's how close I am to gold partner. 153 copies of Farming Simulator 25 with the year 1 bundle, that would make me a gold partner. So the answer is, in July, my partner link was used twice. Once to buy a copy of the Farming Simulator 22 Giants bundle, and once to buy the year 1 season pass for Farming Simulator 25. So individual copies of the Highland Fishing DLC. Do you know what? I'm just looking at this. Nobody, 0 people have ever used my partner link to order Highland Fishing expansion. 0. A big fan. I have never sold a single copy of the Highlands Fishing DLC on my partner link. Yeah, I'm just looking through this. Yeah, May was 3 times my link was used. One of those was to get the Farm Sim magazine. Yeah, in June my link was used twice, and that was to get the Plains and Prairies DLC. Which is just nuts. Yes, if you're getting DLC, King Force, the DLC from the Giants website will work with the Steam version of the game. But yeah, it's absolutely crazy. But that's you have King Force, you have caught some of the parts of the problem. Is that Steam copies of the game, Epic Games copies of the game, console versions of the game, none of that can be used with a Giants partner link. Your code will get used a bit when year 2 comes. I've got no evidence on that. I'm actually surprised. The Nexat pack people have used my link for, and the Plains and Prairies pack, the pack we're using on this series, people have used my link for. But yeah, the thing is just year 1 subscription, which is, yeah. But it's this is the thing. This is I know how close I am. But it's most folks buy year passes. For now, they have to buy a single thing. Yeah. And it is, but it's even then, you know, the year 1 season. When I say nobody's using my link, nobody's using my link in general. I'm doing well if I do more than 3 uses of my partner link a month. I am, but on a different field. Oh, actually, that. Nope. Yeah, we do it this way around today. At some point, I'm going to update all my thumbnails. My link is in every single, so not really. My link is in the description of every single video I put out. It gets posted in the chat on every single stream I do. I don't know anybody who actually goes out there and says, you know, actually in a video promotes their code like that. I mean, I promote it when I'm promoting the actual thing itself, the actual DLC. I was putting mods and maps behind a paywall, which is not allowed. Right. Oh no, soybeans, there we go. Right. Before we get started on the soybeans, we're moving back to a 2-year cycle help. I don't think so. I don't think that. I actually, personally, I prefer the 3-year cycle, because I can tell you now that if you're on a 2-year cycle, it gives modders more time to get mods out and everything. I think a 2-year cycle is too quick. Stayed in FS, they were unimpressed. The thing is, and this is the thing that really saddens me, is FS25 is a great game. It really is. And especially now, this is the thing, I think after year 1, it will especially be it will be really good. I think the post year 1 expansion, it is going to be fantastic. And I hope with it coming, actually, didn't it come to Game Pass on Friday? I think FS25 is on Game Pass now. Good evening, Gamer Dragon. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Yeah, it already is. I thought it had. Some players see no step up from trying, which I disagree with. For me, there is a massive step up from 22 to 25. I've always said there's a massive step up from 22 to 25. Yeah, and that's the thing. I think, Richard, I think that post year 1 expansion, we might see a bit of a renaissance, which would be great, because I think that's needed. Polish, so yeah, but most of my friends said that's not worth it, considering. But this is why I say 2 years wouldn't work. 2 years isn't going to work, because a 2-year rotation isn't good enough. Started enjoying when precision farming came out, and that's the thing. Why precision farming isn't a base game feature, I don't know. Because it's no longer done as a thing with the IT Foods and John Deere anymore. Okay. Gamer Dragon membership for 88 months. You, sir, are awesome. Oh, I nearly rolled myself. There we go. There you go. Thank you, GD. You are awesome. Who's coming in with a raid? We've got a raid. G Mum 2 raid with Patty 6. Welcome, 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 raiders. I hope you're doing. I hope you've had a good day and a good stream. I think I might be connected with EU donations or whatever. There's stuff. Okay, I can tell you now. There is reasons. I know the internal workings of some of the connections with this at the moment, and I can tell you from my information that yeah, it's not being done in conjunction with anybody anymore. I see some people expected a reveal of the last DLC from Giants and don't understand what the hold-up is and why the expansion was announced before it. The expansion was announced before it because they wanted to announce and cover the bigger thing coming out later this year. They're not gonna just cover a smaller DLC at FarmCon. They want to highlight their big expansion coming up at the end of the year. I fully expect us to have information on the new DLC in the next 3-4 weeks. I can't see them releasing it any later than September. It gets too close to the expansion. Well, it was. So precision farming was made with the help, or in conjunction with 2 universities, in the University of Reading and a German university that I can never remember the name of. It was made with John Deere also did it, and it was also made with a funding body in the EU called EIT Foods, and I have connections that with one of those, which I basically know that particular part of the of this has had nothing to do with. In fact, I don't think any of the partners have had anything to do with it since the initial release. It was only a 2-year thing. So you had the initial release in 22, in 19, and then the release in 22, and I don't think the partners have had anything to do with it since then. Also, since it said it was Mercedes DLC, I think it will have some other brand as well. I think it will be more than just Mercedes, yes. No, it was done in partnership, but I don't think the partners have anything to do with it anymore. I think the partners funded the initial development of precision farming. I don't think the partners have done any funding for precision farming since, is my understanding of it. In fact, you know how I can easily tell that? If I go to the Giants website, here we go. Precision farming. Yeah, look at this. So there you go. There is no mention. So if I go to FS25 modhub, and I search for precision farming on here. No. Oh, wow. Modhub, please. 22. FS19. Oh, wow. Yeah, so you can see it at the bottom here. I'm just going to stop my tractor because otherwise my tractor is going to run off the end of the field. Yeah. So this is interesting. Yeah, here we go. Make your farm more virtually career-friendly and sustainable. Precision Farming Detail, a project funded by EIT Foods, led by John Deere, introduces new gameplay mechanics. So you can see EIT Food there and European Union. Yeah, so here we go. Here are the original partners. So it's Giants, John Deere, University of Reading, University of Hohenheim, Grupo NAN and EIT Foods, and yeah, so that is the FS19 listing for it. FS22 has EIT Foods on here, yeah, and has it on here. So FS22 listing for it still got all the partners. FS25, there is no mention of any of the original partners at all. So yeah, precision farming in FS25 does not have any input from the original partners. Or any funding from the original partners. Shadow Fox, I think if Farm Sim is, I think if Farm Sim has not had a bit of a renaissance and some interest in FS25 well before FS28's release, there's a problem. Pango Bridge, my friend, and we're loving it. Virtual Farmer is so good. Awesome! T.S. Bannister. That's fantastic. To be episodes to the moment. PF, throw it out there unfinished, and that's the bit that has me worried as well. I was involved in precision farming. Holy yeah, I am. I think we're gonna have to see how things are. I'll put it this way, I don't want to have to rework entirely what my channel does and how things work and what I'm streaming and what I'm playing. Joe's a bit annoying though. Well, do you know what? Oh yeah, yeah, I enjoyed doing. I enjoyed very much playing on Oakbridge. I think the season 2 pass will increase by €10. I don't think they'll increase the year 2 pass by €10. I think that we'll probably see a price increase for the next version of the game. The DLC contain new features, in my opinion, not just equipment and new brands. I disagree, Shadow Fox, and I'll tell you why I disagree. Farming Simulator DLCs, I firmly believe, should be a take it or leave it thing. If you want to play the game and you want to and you want to not buy any of the DLCs, I absolutely think that you shouldn't lock new features like that behind a DLC. Or at the very least, if you have new features like that, modders need to be able to build them into mods and those features be unlocked if you have the DLC. Well, this is the thing, Gomu. It's what I mean, we've got fishing. I love that we got the fishing stuff coming in. I would like to see What other types of farming would I like to see? We've had a lot of different types of farming, and we've had new farming. We've had new types of farming in every version of the game. We've got new type of farming in 25, with the addition of the beans and the spinach and everything. Hey, Spencer GT, welcome along. You know, we've got the vegetable farming, the FS25, the first expansion for FS22 really expanded logging. We've had cotton come in. I would like to see more vine level stuff. I would like to see I'd like to see blackberries and raspberries bought in as vines. I mean, I'm amazed. That is such a missed opportunity. I'm amazed that nobody's modded it, and I'm amazed that Giants haven't added it as new crops. You know, similar machines, because we saw Clarkson do it. So, and trail vineyard machines. Come on. Let's not just have the expensive big equipment. Let's have one of the biggest problems I have in Farm Sim is lack of variety in the equipment that isn't a combine harvester. You know, can I have I swear better potato harvesting equipment at lower levels? Alfalfa, Lancey boy, absolutely. Alfalfa, let's get the grass. We had a load of grass DLC stuff. Let's have some extra stuff. Cherries and apples and yeah. Red currants. Yeah, there are so many things you could add to this. And I feel that most people playing Farm Sim concentrate on just doing stuff that a combine harvester will harvest. And I would really like to see an encouragement for stuff outside of what a combine harvester will harvest. Jobber, I absolutely do not think for a moment. I know so many of the people who work for Giants personally. Lazy, they are not. I know how hard the developers, the modelers, the testers, the programmers, how hard all of those guys work. And lazy is never, absolutely never a word I would use to describe anybody who works for Giants. And I do think that, you know, the vast majority of people who work there just want to make the best game they can. I absolutely know that, because I speak with them. I have spoken with them on a regular basis. Who has the final yeah, I know who has the final say in what comes to the game. I don't know, Shadow Fox. I think to a certain extent they're always looking for people. So no, okay, so maybe not tornado specifically, Jobber, but weather effects. I've wanted weather effects on crops for years. You know, I think that is, and I know plenty of people who wanted to see weather affect their crops for a long time. And so yeah, I would disagree with that. And it's not just a case as well of taking a mod and putting it in the game, because they can't do that. That's somebody else's intellectual property. You know, they've got to take aspects and do it differently. Now hell is in the game. I've outlined several things I would like to see in the game. But part of the reason that FS25 is my favorite, so I'm now flip-flopping the other way. Part of the reason why FS25 is my favorite game is if anybody goes back and looks at my live streams and what I said and everything when FS25 was announced and what I wanted to see in the game, I got a list of about 10 things I wanted to see. I think 7 or 8 of them are in FS25. So it's not like I haven't got a huge amount of stuff I wanted, because I have. And FS25 is my favorite version of Farm Sim because the game launched with so many things that I wanted. I mean, the whole animal pens thing, that is a massive move forward. That is fantastic. I love that feature. That feature was something that I really, really wanted. Because animal pens, you know, you place it down, you don't want it to just be a generic area. Ground deformation, Lancey Boy, I liked how it worked in 19. I liked the ability to raise and lower the bit to then decide what level you wanted it at. I don't like how that's working at the moment. But Jazz, which is, yeah, and Deutschland, I'm right there with you. There is and this is not about, this very much is not about this is not about a lack of features in the game, because I think the game is very feature rich. Yeah, I'm not using the tramline function because I haven't worked out how to use the tramline function, in fairness. I should have, and I'm not really doing tram lines because I'm trying to get everything sorted before it gets to that point. I should use the tramline feature. I'm gonna use the tramline feature. Yeah, they've implemented a lot of cool stuff, and there's a lot of stuff I really like. A huge amount of stuff I really like. Is there room for improvement? Always. Absolutely always. Yeah, well, Richard, if there was that, ground deformation is probably the most requested feature in Farm Sim. It is. I would like to have seen it work in conjunction with something like the mud mod. You know, the one where you sank in. I would like to have seen that kind of deformation and have some big, deep ruts. How have we had to keep up? How have we doing? I've been doing well, thank you, Sodus. I have a job. I've been in work for 3 months. No, 4 months. I've been worked for 4 months now, which is good. Has been going along nicely. Hence the drop in my output in the last 3 months. I think SnowRunner was a bigger I think SnowRunner was a bigger draw for it than Cattle and Crops, Lancey Boy. I've seen more people wanting ground deformation to work like SnowRunner and MudRunner than I ever have Cattle and Crops. I'd like to revisit the non-combine discussion. My problem with non-combine fruits is it takes so long, even with the smallest field with a very expensive special tool, that only use one fruit. Yeah, and I think so. I think one of the things that has really kind of helped for with the big expensive tool has been the leasing. Giant's engine. So this is the thing, Shadow Fox, and the reason why Unreal Engine is not used, apart from the fact that Giants would have to pay a fortune to Epic. The reason why Unreal Engine isn't used is because Unreal Engine can't do as much as Giant's Engine can. Unreal Engine can't handle Farming Simulator. Yeah, I think with I think with the root crops and things, you need multiple harvesters. And certainly they are more of an end game thing. And what I would like to see, and the reason why I think I would like to see it so that you could so there is smaller, earlier equipment for some of the root crops. The root crops seem very much to be focused on the big ending machines and a lot less on the here's the smaller stuff that you can do smaller fields with earlier on. And the vegetable DLC kind of had it, but if you tried to use most of those vegetable harvesters, they were a bit of a pain in the butt. They didn't really work well, and they were so small. Single row harvesters are so painful. And having a harvester without any kind of storage as your main big harvester, that is just also very painful. As I said, despite my criticisms, I do love this game. I spent hours on here just enjoying doing it. Sodus! Sodus has gifted some subs. How many is that? 10 subs, Sodus, thank you very much. You are awesome. Who we got coming in? Jedi Horn 019, JD Garen 1217, Technic Tom, Virtual Gamer 84, Alon Gaming, Swamp Dog M88, Magpie 0616, Phantom Brian 91, Devil's Man 66, Cumbrian Reviver. Welcome to subscribers. If you've received a gifted sub from Sodus, please give him a thank in the chat because he is awesome. And you are Sodus. I am just grateful. Do not expect anything. So thank you so much, sir. You are awesome. Thank you very much. Now I've solved my issues with that part of the game. Is it on modhub? If we didn't have the Colossus mod, I don't think I'd ever even do veg with base game equipment for veg. Yeah, it's a issue between realism and actual, you know, and playability, and I don't know where that fits with that kind of equipment. It needs to be fun to do. I think that's the thing. And I don't know what the answer is to make it like that. Been gone a while. Have to at least gift a few off. Thank you very much, Sodus. It is very much appreciated. I haven't spoken about what my, so I've got a couple of targets. We're in August, and I have some targets for the next couple of years. So my 2 targets for the next 2 years. My first target is by the time Virtual Farmer on YouTube is 10 years old, which is the 16th of May next year, the target is 50,000 subscribers. So I want to get 50,000 subscribers. Currently on YouTube, I am at 46,416. So we're just under 3,500 subscribers. So that's target 1. That's what I want to do by the channel's 10th birthday next year. Then my other target is I will be 50 in 2 years' time. So yeah, I'm 48 now, just under 2 years. So May 2027, I will turn 50. I want to be debt free. That's where I want to be. So those are my 2 targets for the next 2 years. If I can do those 2 things, I will be happy. And I one of my loans pays off next month. I'm gonna celebrate because I am paying off a loan next month. Which will be awesome. Hey Logan Simon, welcome along. How are you doing? Hopefully be able to do the help. Oh, thank you on her own. As I said, contribution never a requirement, but always grateful. And I'm trying now that I'm in work, I'm trying to push that kind of thing less. Ooh, I've got a hype chest. What I'm gonna get this time? Oh, another kitty. Is that a kitty? Yeah, that's a kitty. Feel like Giants hyper brand and then do nothing further with it. I think we've got a decent amount of stuff with Kubota. It's the fourth brand I want more of. I'm good. I've been good, thank you. Everything's looking up a bit these days, which is great. Right, we need to get something to weed these fields now. I've got a lot of seeds left. Is there anything on field 2? Oh, 30. What is going to there? Green beans. I could set this off doing that. Let's have a look. Can I do green beans with this? Yes, I can. Cool. Let's go. Oh, I'm gonna have to fill it up with liquid fertilizer. Nope, I can't do it. Right, how to we? No, I know, Sodus. We have discussed this, but I don't want you. I don't want you to ever think I expect it, because I don't. Grateful, yes, but I don't expect it, and I feel I don't want to ever expect it. Just so you know. 72,000. I do have courseplay. Will courseplay allow me to turn off the fertilizer? Yes, there should be okay. I need this to fill up with seeds. I don't know why it's not. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's try that then. Yes, courseplay, you can turn up. Right, let's accept that contract then, and we'll send this over to field 30. And go and earn ourselves another 74,000. They might have, but I wasn't gonna borrow it. I was gonna... War Gold is only in 25 as a mod now. Yeah, but it is still a brand Giants have a license for, so it can at least make it onto... it can at least make it onto console. So I forgive, never ask, but the whole family consider... Oh, thank you, Sodus. I can hear my children shouting. I am going to have to tell them to go to bed in a minute. But yeah, if we can get this earning some money, I can go and get the weeder and start running other stuff. Okay, got you, Logan. That might come in handy. Right, I think it's this field just here. Yes, it is. It's this field just here. Go down the ditch, out the other side. Okay, so course. Yep. Field work. Headlands. I think we want a couple of headlands to give us enough space to go around. Start on the center. Corners. Okay. Right. Generate me a fieldwork course. How's this map? How many have to? I love this map. This map is amazing. Is this mod for fieldwork? Yes, this is courseplay. Courseplay is still awesome, despite the new bits. It's still awesome. But once this is once this is generated a course, which it's having fun doing, I have got it to generate a course, haven't I? Oh, no, I haven't. Generate me a field. Oh, there we go. Right. Oh wow, that actually didn't have that much trouble. Right. So I know it's still doing it. I might have crashed it now. Don't seed while in-game work is cultivating. Yeah, that's not wise, Thefisherj. So anybody, so yeah, courseplay is on, it's on its own GitHub. Right, okay. Still thinking? You're still thinking. Oh boy. That's earlier, but I don't know if you saw how it's done. Dr. VF is good. And the kids had their 10th birthday party yesterday. Oh, come on. It's got, I think I multi-clicked this. So they had their 10th birthday party yesterday. I can't believe that they're 10 years old. And so where that time has gone, I don't know. Right. So we need to go on to... How do I get into the course play menu? Vehicle settings. Here we go. Right. Tools. So deactivated. Right. Okay. That first. Oh no. Yeah. Green beans. Oh, it repaired the tractor. But that's all right. Okay. So that should be fine. This is the kit I want. Will do, Sodus. Right, if I can, I kind of want to buy this reader. But I don't know how much it's going to cost. How much is it going to cost? Might be better to lease it. Let's see. Reader. We can't wait for one to turn up in the shop, unfortunately. Saw it earlier. There it is. It's highlighted. So this is going to cost only 41,000. Okay, we're going to buy that. I have a feeling my roller will be able to. I have a feeling my roller will be ready to move fields. Is it ready to move fields? Yes, it is. Right. Okay. Just gonna do this. You create job. Field work. And we're using all our tractors. Yay! It's a good evening tonight. We've got 86 viewers on Twitch. That's fantastic. Thank you for everybody for joining. You are all awesome. I want to be able to edit field numbers to name this feature I've been crying about to Giants since FS17. That would be awesome. Do you know what? I'd not necessarily change field numbers to names, but I would like to be able to add names along with field numbers. So you would be able to go in and name a field. It would still say 17, and then it would say underneath what the field name is. Yes. I wonder, actually. I wonder how difficult that would be as a mod. Similarly, I'd like to be able to renumber fields. Either way, add a name or edit. Yeah, either way works. Yeah. There must be a way to do that. There must be a way to do that. Field naming. Wonder if removing field number would bring doom to courseplay. I think removing the field number, courseplay doesn't work on field numbers. Courseplay, like the hired worker, works on where the field is. I know Giants won't allow it on console, Richard, but that doesn't mean that, you know, when has that ever stopped a script mod getting made? just hoping these weeds aren't so big that I need a hoe on these fields. I'm hoping that because I've cultivated these fields first, we only have low level weeds. Modding stream when? Do you know what? I really want to get into modding TS Bannister. I'll be definitely looking into it. Can't build Discord bots, so a mod for file changes can't be that hard. Well, I know I would speak to yeah. I have an idea for several mods at the moment that I want to try. Unfortunately they're all scripting mods, so they're all PC only. But yeah, I got a few ideas for some stuff I'd like to see. I might try some low-level mods first, so like adding field names. And ultimately, I'd love to make a realism experiment mod. So basically, this is the mod I would use for running the realism experiment. When you started this map, I didn't like it that much, but now I think it's amazing and very well detailed. Oh, awesome hikers. Yeah, I think I need to sort out this yard. Yeah, I'm loving this map. I'm loving playing on it. I think we've got weeds on only one field. Oh, look. Is that putting in... I think that might be putting in the tram lines. Maybe. Yeah, I think that's putting in tram lines. Right, what I was trying to check was... Oh, hang on. Is what are levels of weeds are like. It is just this field. Any news on Saxingham series? So Saxingham series is in development. I plan to release it in the next couple of weeks. I will be setting up the save tomorrow. And sorting out my 90 degrees on this and sorting out the first script for the first episode. I hope to record the first episode on Tuesday. And go from there. So Saxlingham is going to be a role play. No, we'll still go with the Discord, Thefisherj. I don't see the point in having a forum if I've got a Discord. That's weird. Now, is that having an effect? Oh no, it isn't. Ah! Right, let's go get rid of this piece of kit. This is useless to me. What we need is something bigger. No, we need this. What's on the mod hub? Do we have a bigger hoe than that on the mod hub? Category weeders. Right, let's see what weeders we've got. That one, maybe. The transformer. That is 12 meters, 250 horsepower. That is a weeder, not a hoe. Mrs. Sodus. Hey, Mrs. Sodus. Thank you, Mrs. Sodus. I had figured something along those lines. We're gonna need this, but we don't have a powerful enough tractor for that. We're gonna have to go with the Rotocare. I hope I can make enough money back from the thing that I've just bought. Or I think what we're going to do is we'll get rid of this and we are going to spray the weeds off. We'll use precision farming and we'll spray off the weeds. I'm annoyed that they are already... Weeders have become useless in farm sim. Because I thought it was first stage growth, Thefisherj. I thought I didn't lease this. I bought this as well. I thought that because I'd cultivated it, I was going to get first stage weeds, not second stage. You know what? No, I've got an idea. I do have a use for this. I do have a use for this. If we weed the fields that have just been planted now, that we've just rolled, that should prevent any weeds growing on them. Yeah, rookie mistake. Oh, yeah. Nah, you're good on her own. I like people talking. Don't stop talking. Yeah, we'll have to spray that field, but that's fine. We've got to do some spraying anyway. We've got to do some fertilizing on these fields too. All right. We will get... what was it? It was that. Nope. 20. Okay. I hope this works as a weeder and it's not gonna try and plant grass. I don't think it will. Just got a wheel and farms in 25. Nice, love Lucas. Did a lot of weeding contracts and herring contracts paid off. Yeah, I will probably try and do some weeding contracts with this. Right, so that's good. That's going. So this, we still have some lime in, so we want to clear out the lime. Clear that out here. Now that okay. So Miss Sodus has said that I can tell you guys this. Yeah, I hope for a swift recovery for Sodus, because we haven't had him around here because his cancer's come back. He's doing better now, but I'm sure you will all join me in wishing him the best, and hopefully a quick recovery. By 5,000 liters, and then by another 5,000 liters. It is the Horry Wheel, exclamation mark Horry if you want to check it out. Just done your first multiplayer, nice share. Yeah, big supporter of the channel, and I wish him all the best and a very speedy recovery. Oh wow, this will take nearly 20,000 liters. Another 10. Hey Reba, welcome along. Hey Josh, and 7810 is a bit small for this farm. A 7810 is definitely small for this farm. We have no use for a 7810 on here. Although, give me the feedback. Right, what fields need fertilizing? Let's see. There's precision farming. Right. Nitrogen levels. Oh, the grass. We absolutely need to do the grass. We'll start with that. Don't think this grass is. What doesn't? It'll be quicker to list. Can get an 8830. No, we don't need an 8830 JCB. It says this isn't going to spread anything on this grass. This grass doesn't need anything. Fine. And this is at the wrong angle. A 7R, we don't need a 7R 410. We've already got a very nice Ford. Plus I only have 1,726 pounds. Wow. Okay. Okay, some of this field needs some, maybe. I need a big bud. Yeah, I do need a big bud. I think we've already reached target on here. I am broke. I have 1,701 pound. I'm going to borrow money. Afford the great tractors. Yeah, this field doesn't need anything. Hey, Grizz, welcome along. Right. So I'll wait for that to finish rolling then. Starve me to my field. All my tractors are out. This field is fully fertilized anyway. Yeah, this will be finished in a minute, which is good. We'll fertilize this field because we did not do that when we planted it. Everyone wants big tractors. I just want David Brown to come to 25. You and me both, Grizz. You and me both. Could do it. No, I got no use for an 8330 right now. What I need is this roller to finish this field. The cab in the 7810 isn't very accurate. Hey, Ace Face, welcome along. That's going to go up that top end of the field. How much of this field still needs rolling? It needs to go and up and do that top corner. See, field 2 is my next target. I'm actually surprised we have enough tractors to do everything I want to do on this farm, which is great. Is there a fertilizing contract I'm going to make some money on? There. 54,000 on 22. Why is it always 22 and bale wrapping on 28? Yeah, otherwise everything else is small stuff. That's an interesting new piece of kit, that. RS430194, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the BFN. While things are a little bit, I don't need an Axion Reaver. While these fields, while this is a little bit, I'm just going to tell my kids to go to sleep. I will be right back. I'm back. Right, let's start this up. Refuel. It's out of DEF. It ran out of DEF and I can't get off the field. Fantastic. Do I? Okay, now I might need the 7810. Because I don't have... You hook up? You might hook up. Oh, my headphones are screwed up. Meant to ask, how is it possible that it was still running while out of the EF AdBlue? It's an error with hide workers. Hide workers will continue to work even when that's not going to connect. Right. Don't think I have anything with the connection to get that off the field. Oh, hang on. I've got an idea. I can get... No, what I can do is I can unstrap the AdBlue from there and pick it up with the bolts. Yeah, IRL, you'd be in real trouble. And I am in real trouble because the... because I have no way of getting the DEF up to the field. Why is this Volvo hitting when reversed? Because that's the warning alert. And it is electric as well, yeah. Do I own an electric car? No, I don't. I do every Monday and Friday. What, a hiss or own an electric car? It makes this weird UFO noise, not a hiss. Why are my grass areas so bad? Because I haven't replanted them with grass yet. Wow, we have got tram lines all over the place. Right, that. Set destination. Back there, please. That. Set destination. Oh, no. Okay. You all right? No, you're not. This is looking low on fuel as well. Oh. The way those two vehicles are going back to their respective locations is ridiculous. All right. Swamp Dog M88, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the BFN. Right, I think we want this at like 5 degrees. No, 20 degrees, I think. Yeah, that's got it. Okay. Not sure this is actually doing anything. Dog does not require additional fertilizer. Wow. It prefers that way. It is soybeans. Great, yeah. This, however, is going to be very hungry. Oh, Spencer GT, what's your exciting news? What's the AI? That's courseplay, Beaver. I swear potatoes and beans will grow on nuclear waste just to spite it. No. I know at least one farm where potatoes wouldn't grow properly. And I think Reaver will back me up on this one. I'm going to reduce my working width slightly. Toggle my working width slightly. Oh well, it'll be fine. I wasn't talking about Ringland. As far as I can tell, Rob, I haven't heard anything. Well, Dad always said Foxborough was not great land for growing potatoes, which was part of the reason he bought England. I'm going to go 2 rows over because our weeder is still going down the middle of this field. Oh, we did grow them. Oh, yeah. But the idea that the potatoes will grow anywhere and do well anywhere, no, not true. Am I doing a mod review on straw harvest? I will do when it's released. Yes, Rob. Is it due to be released this week? Too stonily, yeah, exactly. I would generally love making content for this game and stream it, but I'm such a... Just do it, TS Bannister. Just do it. Friday. We might have play around with it on Friday's stream then. What map should I play around with straw harvest on? Is that another tractor out of fuel? I don't think so. Still moving. Although it might be, because as we've discovered that tractors out of fuel with hired workers on them will still continue to work. Although actually not with Courseplay. Standard base game, they will continue to work. With Courseplay, they don't. Wow, we're going to have enough fertilizer to do this whole field. That's fantastic. I am overlapping. I think it's an issue with the width on this, but because I'm using precision farming, it's not using any more than it needs to. So yes, I'm using more fuel than I need to, but fuel is not much of a consideration. No, it's turned. It's heading back across the field. We're good. And why twins good? Thank you, Rob. Yeah, twins have just turned 10 in the last week, and we had their birthday party yesterday. And which is awesome. Why don't I change the working width? I tried. Can't alter the working width on this. Yeah, you can't change the working width on this fertilizer spreader. I can change the working width on the GPS, but it's a whole load of guessing, and I don't want to do it. Yeah. I'll hit 25 in 3 days. Oh, such a young whippersnapper. How old am I? 48. I don't know how. I don't know when that happened, but yeah. It makes me feel old. That's because you were born in the 1970s, Reba. Then 37 on the 2nd of next month. Gonna have this whole field done. Wow, we've achieved. Do you know what? After having several streams where we've made fairly slow progress. Tonight we've done a lot. We've planted 2 fields. We've rolled 2 fields. We'll have weeded. Hopefully we'll have weeded 2 fields. We might only weed 1 field. Well, that's just stupid. You already spent 10 hours on sacks. Wow. Hey, Weeping Willow, welcome along. Mini Bales, welcome along. I am looking forward to getting myself into saxling. Only on September dated. Wow. I'm hoping we're gonna have quite a compelling story, I think, for saxling. I just hope people watch, because it's gonna be a lot of time, a lot of effort into this role play. It's very similar to old stream farm extended that I do really love it, just missed the productions. Yeah, I said when I come to do the realism experiment on Saxlingham, if it hasn't been updated for FS with productions, then I will probably go through and add a load of productions. How do my roleplay videos differ? So my roleplay videos differ in that there are characters, there is a storyline, there is it's a lot less emphasis on the farming and a lot more emphasis on the story. There's a new update for Sax already. I will have to get that downloaded. Isn't that the update that's being sent to the mod hub? I believe. What I'm going for with the roleplay series is very much a mix between Daggerwind's realism roleplay and Farm Sim Guys, the herdsman is kind of the general feel of the series. I have the outline of the first third of the series, so about the first 12 episodes I have an outline for. Just had to catch a hornet in the studio. Oh god. Yeah, all this fertilizer has lasted the whole way around this field. I am going to have to borrow money, aren't I, to get that contract finished. Panic's in allergy. Right. So now that's done. Do I have a contract with a little bit of fertilizer near me? No. Need to make a little bit of money. Let's do that. And use up the fertilizer I've got in here. I get out this corner of the field. No. Couldn't work out what man I was looking at till it hit me in the leg. Till he hit you in the leg, or it hit you in the leg? Doing transporter role play, just got to find a good map for it. Oh, nice. The hornet hit you in the leg. Oh god, that would have freaked me out. We trapped a hornet under a glass in our bedroom 3-4 weeks ago. It's still under the glass in the bedroom because I fully expect it to come back to life and it's about transport. I haven't downloaded the updated version yet. I will do. Die either from Ashford or from Terror. That's what I just did, and then put it on the garden table. Yeah, it's still on our until it turns to dust under that glass. I'm not moving that glass. After a really wet start. Oh, what needs to be refilled? Special order assassin, she said like 5 factor. Oh, need to move this. They're doing a 4X version, a 7 or that would be too big for me. I should have started at that farm. I've never played that farm. And it has smaller fields around it. Why am I going this way? I don't want to go this way. That's quite a plane ticket from Poland to come and kill a hornet. That would be quite the plane ticket. So, man, what's your reason for coming to the UK? I've come to kill a hornet. I'm sorry. I've come to kill a hornet. She'd be content she loves the UK. Ooh, look at this. We got some crab lines. And they don't match my spreader. Yeah, but when we just won, I've seen up to 5. You got a nest somewhere, Reba. Yeah, every year since you lived there. We had the same with wasps around here. We've had a wasp's nest every year up until the badger took them out 3 years running, and after that we've only had the odd one. Oh, that, and we had the wasp's nest in the studio loft that we got rid of. Still going on. How long is this? I will be finishing in about 20 minutes time. It's been a good stream tonight. We've had well over 80 people on Twitch. We've had about 30 odd people for most of the time on YouTube. And I'm going to ignore the did confirm that Saxthorpe is making a return. Yay! Good. I drove through Saxthorpe last Thursday on the way back from my dad's. Let's play. It's been starting from $0. It's been so rough. It's a fantastic challenge, though, Dan. Fantastic challenge. Right, there we go. Let's collect on that contract. There was another small fertilizing contract. Couple of weeding. Oh, there's a weeding contract right near our farm. Yeah, no, not that one. Hoeing, no, I want that fertilizing contract. Oh, which is right around the other side of the map. Been 5 days since bought your first bit of land today. Nice. Heading gone. Oh, it's not coming back. Oh, sorry. Evening, Porter. I'm good, thank you. It's not making it. Yeah, no, that's what I thought. I would have been very happy. Honeybees are not demons, no. We're talking about hornets, Porter. You are right, Aravidson. Ah, so it's somewhere in the woods. Along with wasps, yes. Wasps and hornets can do one. Bees I have no problem with, and I say this as somebody whose dining room was invaded by bees for 3 years running. Wasps are very difficult to ignore when it's a nest right by your house. But as I said, the badger really liked them, so the badger dug them up 3 years in a row, and then we had to get rid of the wasp's nest in the roof because that was just too dangerous. Just remove paper hornets in your screen window. I wonder if I can find the picture. Chill. It's in my phone somewhere, and it's at least 2 years ago. This is why you don't drive and use your phone, chat. Now, let's see. Let's see if the AI on my phone can actually find the wasp's nest. No, it can't. Wow. Yeah, I'll have to have a look later, see if I can find it. When am I next live again? Wednesday. Jealous of my setup? Oh, thank you, Dan. I think. That's the road I wanted. Yeah, you see, there's another farm over here that I've never used and never played. This is a really interesting looking farm. And actually, this feels more like this, you know, you drive through and into the road and into the farm, which is actually very cool. I like this. Why have I never played this farm? Why put some horse? It's like, I think there are some that do. This is why I like doing contracts. You explore parts of a map that you wouldn't otherwise explore. Can't wait to watch the realistic series. Yeah, tomorrow night I'm going to write the first script and set up the map. I'm hoping to record on Tuesday night. And I'll get a feeling at that point as how difficult this is going to be. I am very warm in here tonight. Oh, I've got work in the morning. Bill, I've got work in the morning. Swear I'm not drunk. I just forgot to study English in my brain. Well, as it's not your first language, I think that can be forgiven. You know? I struggle to speak it proper and it's my first language. Of course, player AI settings don't look like that. How come? Oh, so the AI I'm using here, this is base game AI, Reaver. This is base game AI. So exclamation mark GPS in the chat if you want a guide to how the base game AI works. And the base game GPS works. Right? Yep, we've got this field done. Tried to find in English to C2, but instead took an early nap and my brain throws errors. Yeah, fair enough. As I said, I don't speak English good most days either. Who does exactly, but right, let's get this back to the farm and then I need to finish up. We are gonna be we're gonna be finishing off that contract next time, getting that done. We have our second field to weed next time as well. Feel like that with Polish. Haley, how long have you been playing Farm Sim? I started playing Farm Sim shortly after FS15 was released. Mark Haynolds, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the BFN. Oh, we're edging ever closer to that 50,000. In fact, do you know what? There are many people I know who English is their second language, who speak better English than many people I know who English is their first language. which is always funny to me. I love that. That looks like it's on the headland, so hopefully that will be completing that. Started shortly after FS17 was released. It's been hooked ever since. Nice. Yeah, because in Polish school you have the grammar drilled into you. Yeah. Should be able to turn in here actually and cut the corner to make this a track down the side here. And yeah, I do need to fill all this grass in between these two fields. We don't have the money at the moment. Ooh, 2.9 hours. Can I get this back before it costs me a ton of money because I've been driving the thing around? Yeah, we got it in before it cost me money. Right, have you finished filling up? Yes, yeah. Let's get the seed tree filled and get this back to the field. Hey, Dairy Farm Kid, thank you. I'm not filling out with liquid fertilizer because it is the contract, and I don't want to. I want to make as much money off the contract as possible. Contract does not require liquid fertilizer, or does not require the field to be fertilized. And in actual fact, the field is fully fertilized already. So yeah, we don't need liquid fertilizer. Sushi, welcome along. I don't know how far into this field this is. Where did it get to? There. Okay, so we do want to go down the far end. Love the baby Yoda. Oh, thank you. Yeah, he's eating a frog. That is the only pop that I own. I have heard that FSB might do a 4x. 4x's for me are a little bit big to deal with. I mean, his map of Vintage Oaks was amazing and was absolutely brilliant. Dairy Farm Kid, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the BFN. Oh, yeah, it's just ticking over to 11 o'clock, so we should be able to get this started again. In fact, we'll line this up because there's no point in getting started again because it will just need restarting next time. So we'll get this back to the field, get it set up, and then we can leave it for next time. Everything else, I think, is pretty good. Yeah, our weeder, I think, is about to finish. Doesn't have a lot more to do. And that's the only other thing we have going at the moment. And that's going to go on to field 1 next time. Not that kind of series, Farmer Kev. Turn off the GPS lines. Right, okay. So that is then in position, ready to get started next time. There we are. Turn that off. And yeah, there we are. Right. Everything else is good. I do need to put a new shed in, I think. Store some more of our stuff. But I'm happy with that. That's been a lot of really good progress today. So, let's go and see who we can raid and say some thank yous and things. Save that there. Right, and then out of there. Let's have a look, shall we? At who is about on Twitch on a Sunday evening. I think I might start raiding people that I don't necessarily follow either. Just see if we can share some of the farm sim love a little bit more. I do need to find an English-speaking one is the only thing. Okay, all right. Ooh. Oh, we've got a few people live tonight, actually. Send category, please. Okay. This person might be quite interesting. Not somebody I have seen before. Has a few people watching, so yeah, let's go try it. So we're gonna try a random person that I've not rated before. Sasquatch Monkey is who we're going to go and raid. He is harvesting soybeans in FS25. So go and say a hearty VFN welcome to him, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully he'll say hello to us. But yeah, for now, I want to say a big thank you to Sodus for your gifted subs. You, sir, are awesome. Thank you so much for your support. Gamer Dragon, thank you for renewing your membership. You are awesome. Gmum2, thank you for your raid. You are awesome. Rufius, thank you for following. Without, thank you for your gifted subs. You are awesome. And also thank you for resubscribing as well. I will be back on Wednesday with another stream from Alma, Missouri, so come and join me then for that. I'm hoping to get a few videos out in the next couple of days, but we'll see what happens. If you haven't checked out today's supercut of Paligny, go check that out. That finished shortly before tonight's stream. That is the second part. Part 3 of that will be out next Sunday. So yeah, make sure you go and check those out. And really with that, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this live stream. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share if you are over on YouTube. If you've yet, massive thank you to all of my Twitch subscribers, my YouTube channel members, and my patrons. You guys are amazing. Your support not only helps the channels to keep running, but you help them to grow as well. So thank you so much. It really does mean the world. If you've yet to follow on Twitch or subscribe on YouTube, please do so you never miss a video or live stream from me. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.